Right, for this I'm going to show you something different and a different way of dealing with the green stuff while inside the oyamaru mould. Take a piece of oyamaru and into the hot water. Back in a minute when that's softened. Right guys, what I'm going to take is a piece of Halloween jewellery, cheap, you know, sort of 3 for £1 Halloween rings. It's got a nice skull shape on it. And I'm going to take my hot oyamaru out of the water. I'm going to take it, just make it into a slightly bigger pad. And I'm going to take and put it on the front of this ring. Take it and giving it a good firm push round, make sure it's in the details. I'm going to take it and I'm going to make sure and try and lift these edges out because I'm going to try and trim these edges back when this cools. Leave that piece inside, you can see the skull through there. Just trying to lift those away from the actual surface of what I'm using. Just take and dip that in some cold water. And it's a nice small piece like that, it's quite easy just to dip in some cold water and it makes the whole process nice and easy for chilling it down quickly. That looks reasonably well seen too. And I'm going to pop that out of there. So I don't know if you can see that. You can see the detail that's been left inside there. Right, what I shall do is I shall mix up some green stuff and pop back in a second. Right guys, I've trimmed this to make it a bit easier for what we're doing. I'm just going to put a wee drop of water inside of here. And again, not too much, just enough to stop green stuff sticking to the inside of it. And I'm going to start filling this up with green stuff. Just take your fingers, wet the inside, but not me. Take and push it into the corners as before so you're getting all the detail and not trapping here. And once you've got that level done, you can start filling in larger quantities to bulk out the piece. Nice and round here, and what I'm going to use is this could be a piece of scenery for example, this could be side wall of a tank. Anything you fancy pretty much. So that's that filled out there. And I'm going to just press this down. It's nice and firmly. Let the green stuff underneath adhere to the piece. Nearly there, it's beginning to stick a wee bit. I may have too much water on the bottom of this. Well, there we go, it's done it quite nicely. There you go. You see that? And take and blend that in using a modelling tool into the piece that you're working on. So that could be absolutely anything. It could be something that's curved, it could be something that's flat. Same principle applies. Take it while it's still wet in the mould and take the back edge of it and seal it to the piece you're working on. So that's another way of working with it. It's a very versatile substance. Hi guys, so just to let you have a wee look, that's this fully set now. Let you have a look. So you can see that. There we go, some detail there. That popped out quite nicely, blended that to the sides, so that lets you see that you can put these on multiple different sets of surfaces, even on jagged edges, whatever. Use the same principle to put emblems onto a plain shoulder pad, those sorts of things. Cast a fancy shoulder pad, just fill the area that's got the pattern you want on it with green stuff, stick your other shoulder pad into the mould, push down, let it sit in there, take off your mould when it's done, and you'll have your green stuff stuck to your shoulder pad. So let's have a look at these. So we pop those aside to cure. So what have we got in here? Just peel this out. Pops out nice and easy. These type pop out really easily, there's no doubt. So here we go. And like you see the level of detail retention, which is extremely high. So I think that came out rather nicely. So certainly if you're taking detailed pieces, you don't need to be worried about losing detail because it comes out extremely crisply. Right, this was our two-part mould that we took. That's come off nicely and we have a good level of detail sitting there. That's come out rather nicely. And there we go on the other side, the same again. So all you'd need to do is take and trim your flashing off this piece. Trim your flashing off that piece, or even apply this to that and create a new mould. Heat up your oyamaru, remould it and mould the piece you've made from this. So certainly that's the sort of idea. Let's put those there, let you see those there. So just to give you a wee idea, put a wee piece there, let you see the level of detail retention if you can. That is my fingerprint. So the answer is, that's how much detail this stuff holds. And that's the level of detail that comes out when you put something into it. I also would like to show you some other wee ones that I've done in the past. This was a goblet side from Space Hulk. So yes, I took and did it in oyamaru and green stuff, but I also cast them up in resin as well. So as long as you don't move the mould while using resin, it won't deform. Some resins give off heat, but as long as you don't disturb the mould while the resin is setting, that doesn't appear to be an issue. There's another one I used, it's a banner top, and pieces cast in both resin and in green stuff. You can also use plaster to put inside these. I'm quite sure there's many other substances out there that you are able to use in them. It's an extremely versatile substance with many uses, all of which I'm unable to comprehend and think of at this point of time, but this is the main use we'd be using it for in our hobby. You use it for broken propellers, to fix broken propellers on aircraft, those sorts of things, anything you need an extra piece for. On you go. If you take and you sculpt something from scratch and you want to use it again and have an exact copy rather than having to sculpt it a second time and it being near enough, this is the way to do it. It's certainly, you know, as far as I've come across, the clearest and easiest way of making quick moulds without having to worry about expensive silicons. So guys, let me know what you think of this tutorial. I hope it's helped you out and let you see some ideas for how to use oyamaru. And certainly guys, give it a look. It's pretty darn good stuff. So take care everyone. Hi guys, don't forget to be entering that competition. It's going to be there. Click on it and go back and enter it. So guys, remember, get your entries in before Saturday the 6th of October 2012 and get your video responses in answering those 4 questions, and for a second entry get those comments in the comments bar answering the questions. And if you can't do a video response, get answering those questions in the comments bar as well and get an entry in this. Right guys, go on over, go, on you go. If you haven't done it already, move, go and enter that competition and win these.